have not. Yeah, we have well.
Obviously, it was in front of you.
Yeah.
I mean, just kind of take me through it.
I mean, Alex was off pace for a couple laps. Like I saw that. My spotter told me. I figured he had a fuel problem or some problem. So we better move. It just looked like Stingray had to have seen that he was going slower. To me, it just looked like he misjudged the closing rate a little bit. They made contact, and then I was trying to get low to avoid that mess and spun. Really wasn't going to be that bad. I kind of slid into Alex, and then Kirkwood spun and hit me, and that's when the crash got worse.
I think Kirkwood had kind of shared with us that he felt like maybe Rossi shouldn't have been on the racing line in the way that he was in that situation. I mean, it's the final lap and he's running out of fuel, but
I don't know. I mean, it's that we were just having that debate inside. Like, I think it's a fair viewpoint, but at the same time, like, everyone's so spread out here. You know, I could see him coming back for laps. Stingray, you know, I had given up passing Stingray just to bring it to the finish. You know, so it all should have worked out. There was enough space and timing. I saw a car yesterday get offline under yellow flag and almost crash under yellow. So for someone to say you should have been offline, no, because you'll crash. So, you know, that's how ridiculous it is to drive these cars around here right now. Is if you're not on the line, you're screwed.
You've been on this series, raced a lot of ovals, and kind of ebb and flow, and great racing, good racing, poor racing, get back to great.
Yeah.
What do we feel like we need to see here or happen here?
I mean, I think this was exaggerated a little because of the new asphalt, but at the same time, get used to this. Get used to this. This is what I tested at Nashville and Milwaukee. Talked to Alex after he texted Gateway. The ovals are going to look like this. I think until we figure out how to get the downforce tire package right and get some weight back off of them. Like, to me, I understand why we're doing the hybrid, so we can say we're a hybrid series, but it's costing us a bunch of money, making the product worse. I don't see the point.
So you think if we hadn't introduced the hybrid,
it wouldn't have been great, but it would have been better because it's the most expensive 100 pounds I've ever bolted on my race cars.
Yeah. How much is it? And I know you maybe can't say too much here, so I know you maybe need to tread lightly. But how much was it also Firestone maybe missing a little bit on the tire compound with all these things changing it seemingly once?
I don't know. I mean, it's easy to bag on them. You know, I think they made good adjustments from the test until now. You know, you can only ask a tire to do so much. So, you know, I don't know.
Is it something that if we come back with the same package and this,
I think this race will improve as the surface degrades again, for sure.
Kind of like how Texas evolved over the last 3-4 years.
Just to me and from talking to people, like with the weight of the cars now, it's so hard to follow.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're going to see in subsequent events. Like it's very hard to follow, which when you can't follow close, you're not able to get a run to make passes. So, you know, it's a challenge. It's something we're going to have to figure out as a sport because we've got too good of a product to take a decisive step back in our product by something of our own doing.
Is this something that probably is increasingly tough to hit on with the downforce package and the tires when you're introducing something like this in the middle of the season?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, there was a ton of testing done to get the hybrid to where it is today, which they did a good job. It works. It functions. We are a hybrid series, but it's not impacting the racing, and it's asking a lot out of the car and the tires. And through all that testing they did, I don't know that they really did enough tire testing. And we're testing on the fly now in a lot of these places, and we're getting what we asked for, I guess.
I mean, there's so much that each one of you drivers are putting into this car to try to make this a good show for everyone and maximizing what you have.
Yeah.
But we're seeing races with 0 passes for the lead and things like that. I mean, is it as frustrating?
That's why I'm probably going to get in trouble for speaking as candidly as I have, but I love this sport. I love our fans, and we can fix this. Like, we're spending a lot of money to make our racing worse. Like, if we get it, show me the third OEM that's coming in, or show me that Honda's leaving. But, you know, we have too much momentum to make decisions that are just hurting our sport. That's my feeling.
Would you like to see the series potentially consider not running the hybrid for the rest of the season? I don't know that that's possible, but
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I probably just bought 2 of them this weekend. Don't know how much it costs, really. You tell me.
Okay. Thanks, Ed. I appreciate it.